What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 3. In the previous episode, we talked to the Nilfgaardians all the way up at their little camp over here. Gotta pull it up at their camp, and they told us to talk to a herbalist and a hunter to find out more about this Griffin, so that we could take care of the Griffin, so that then they would give us information about where Yennefer is. So basically, we're doing fetch quests for them because they don't want to tell us where Yennefer is. So I think we're going to start off this episode, do this question mark, then go talk to the herbalist, and then as we try to make our way down to like the hunter and stuff, we will go and do these two question marks, come down back up here, and then we'll kind of go from there and see if we can ever get some bombs so that we can take out these monster nests at some point. Then we have all these question marks to do, but yeah, I think for this episode, we're going to at least focus on this one, and then the herbalist, and then kind of just go from there. So let's go over here. I think at the beginning we kind of saw, let's get some water. Oh, there's a wolf. Okay. Does it want to fight? Does it want to fight? It does. Okay. Get it with some fire. Oh, now we got the warg coming after us. Okay, we need some more stamina before we can fire. Oh, there we go. At least we took that one out. Get this one with a heavy attack. Come on, warg. There we go. I know you guys are scared, but I take care of it. Don't you worry. I think our water should be healing us for a little bit. We're not going to heal now because I got hit by the wolf like an idiot. So, there's that. But we can still make our way over here. I think it said it's a sawmill. That's what the fast travel point was. So I think we're going to come to a sawmill over here. Oh, with some dead animals. Oh, abandoned site. Okay, so these are always nice. Get some raw meat. Because you get a ton of XP when the people return. So let's go. We're gonna go Quen first. Oh, of course. Fuck me, I guess. Got some good damage on that one, though. Okay, I think we want to unlock here. Okay, you can put Quen back on. Come on, could you actually, like, attack me? That's the thing with these ghouls, is sometimes they, like, they don't actually really, like, attack you. They just kind of... Let's get some Igni going. And also, let's... Oh, he was on fire. I should have left him. Oh, well, we took him out. Oh, he's on fire, too, baby. Alright, so we got one. Or two now, taken out. Actually, I think that's 3 total. See if we can get lucky with some burn. We didn't. We should have probably just used Quen then. But yeah, sometimes they just run around before they come and get you. But as you can see, we can liberate the area and then the populace will return. And then you get it's actually a pretty good amount of experience that you get for it. For having everybody return. And usually like a vendor or some type will also show up. So you get 90 XP, which if you compare to like fighting things, you get like 2 XP for beating a monster. If even that, maybe like 1. Murder? Who murdered? Anything. I didn't murder anybody. Let's make sure we loot our ghouls. And then I think the ghouls themselves killed some of these. Like I think they're deer or something around here. So also some rabbits and stuff, so we can get some raw meat out of the deal too, which you can always... I usually end up selling because it's not that great for healing or anything, so I usually end up trying to sell it back to the innkeepers, because usually they'll give you like 1 per raw meat, or like 2 per raw meat, excuse me. So. Oh, that's cool. Oh, well, we already have our weapons enhanced, but we might as well re-enhance them.
Nothing left but the prey. Begging
then we come over here, we get a merchant. Greetings. Let's see what he has. He's got a whole bunch of nothing for us, but oh well. But we do want to sell a bunch of stuff. I think the blacksmiths and stuff will give you more money for things, but yeah, like the honeycomb, you get 2 per each one, and the raw meat, you only get 1, but I think if you go to like innkeepers, they'll give you 2, some of them at least. So we don't really want any of these things. We can get most of that just kind of wandering around, so... You will buy some of the herbalist ingredients sometimes, especially if you're like really looking to buy or get something specific. But we'll get some water, get that going for us. I don't think we have yet the ability to make, yeah, swallow. We need dwarven spirit, so we do need to get some dwarven spirit at some point. But we're not far away from the herbalist now, so we can just kind of go over there. It's that hut right over there. You can actually see the top of the hut. So on our way there, we might as well pick some herbs. And as you can see, they are an herbalist, so there's tons of herbs at their house, as you can see on the map there. But we're gonna pick as many of these as we can, and all the stuff in her garden too, because, you know, why not take all of Tomira's herbs? It's not stealing, so you're not gonna get any trouble or anything like that, so there's basically no reason not to. It's just a bunch of free herbs for yourself to make sure that you can try to have as many herbs as possible. Again, take all these too. It's not super necessary, but I find myself, I would rather have too many herbs and maybe never use them. And that's a problem though with all these green leaves on the map. You can just find yourself running around in circles. So I don't do it all day, but I am definitely going to take as many as possible. You can see she got a bunch in the front of her house too. Oh, there we actually looted something, so we might have stolen from her, but oh well. Because I was too busy trying to loot that I was just smashing X. But alright, let's go talk to her. Well, hello there.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Alright, did Griffin do that?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Damn. I could try to help her.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Alright, well, I would definitely like to try to help. I mean, she's gonna die anyway. I always feel like, in my personal opinion, doing something is better than doing nothing if someone's going to die. You know what I mean? If you're going to die regardless, especially in this type of state, like if you're in the state of like in real life cancer, I'm not gonna do anything. Let's say you have like 3 months to live. But as you get closer to that 3 months, yeah, but right now I'm going to enjoy those 2.5 months before it's unbearable. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. But like this, where she can't be doing anything as it is, why not try anything to try to help, in my opinion? So we're looking for some buckthorn.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. Whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Oh, they're definitely not.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, quest updated, the Beast of White Orchard, and now we have also on Death's Bed. Let's go ahead and look that up. What do we have for that? I think it should be a secondary. On Death's Bed, brew a dose of the Swallow Potion. Once again, Geralt had a near impossible choice to make, a choice between the greater evil and lesser evil. We're gonna actually hunt there and do that. While preparing to hunt the Griffin, he had come across one of the beast's victims, a simple peasant woman named Lena. She had been attacked on her way to meet her lover when the Griffin attacked. The beast had mortally wounded her. A witch's potion could save her life or cause her to perish in agony. So we are definitely going to do that. So, to get Swallow, we need... Again, we need the Dwarven Spirit. So let's just see if she has any. I'd rather not spend money, but unfortunately. Yes. Got any herbs for sale?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
And I think right down there is the Dwarven Spirit, right? Yep. So we will just buy... We're just going to buy the one. Because I feel like it's pretty easy to find otherwise. This lady probably does have buckthorn too, that we could just get. Maybe she doesn't. Nope, it's gonna actually make you get it. Dang, that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense that they're gonna actually make you get it, but all right. So let's do alchemy. We can now do. So what do we need for this? We need water essence. Yeah, we're not doing that either. Because I think the money is how many she has. Yes, so that's how much she has, and so it would cost, she has 14 water essence, but it would cost us 149. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. Here we need some honeysuckle, but anyway, we'll just make the swallow. There we go. We got swallow now. And then how much does any of this sell for decent amounts of money? Probably not. I mean, the Wraith mutagen kind of does. It's 5, but still. But we might need that for like a ingredient at some point. So then we can go over here and clear out the swallow. So basically, swallow is super nice because it helps you get more vitality. It just makes the healing go faster if you're already using something. But let's talk to Tomira and see what her story is.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Damn. Alright, well, I've got this potion for Lena. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's probably gonna fuck her up, but here you go.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Alright, on death's bed, what is she gonna give us? Completed it. Sorry, I'm in your way, Tomira. Just bending over in front of us. Goddamn. That's crazy that's how the first way that she just in the door. The first thing you see. 280 XP for that. That is definitely worth doing, and 50 crowns. Hell yeah. So that is definitely worth doing. Venom extract, okay. Manuscript for cursed oil. Okay. Hell yeah. That, like I said, this quest of sweat and blood. A veil hangs between the world men see and one they cannot. This veil blocks the dead from the view of the living from the view of the dead. Some mages can break through this veil and communicate with the dead, or else summon them to the world of the sun for short periods of time. This is known as the art of necromancy. The dead can also break through the veil and enter the world of the living on their own, yet unlike the necromancers, in doing so they are not driven by reason or will, but by a thoughtless, irrational need. This need arises from powerful emotions such as regret, longing, or wrath. Very often, these emotions gain their power by being invested in a material object by the dead individual while he or she still knew life. The objects most frequently so endowed: wedding rings, favorite toys, the instrument used for the crime which sent the returned individual to the other world in the first place. Okay. Night Wraith decoction as we come and get a bunch of stuff. So you get a bestiary entry for Night Wraiths as well. And Noon Wraiths. Okay. Bestiary entry for Plague Maidens as well. Damn. So she definitely gave us a ton of stuff as we just go around and pick all of the herbs by her house. Whether we need any of them or not, I don't care. I feel like it turns out like I never need half of the stuff that we go around and pick. But hey. So we do have some... Okay, so this is where they want us to get buckthorn. So I think we will go down... Maybe we go this way first? What do we need for alchemy to get our bombs? We get oils too, cursed oil. Dogtail and wolfsbane, so for cursed ones. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, hell yeah. But no, I want to look at bombs. So we need calcium, aquam, and saltpeter, and then we need celadine and saltpeter. So we do need saltpeter. I am actually going to go back because she gave us so much stuff. I'm going to go back and see. I meant to look for saltpeter as well, but I kind of forgot. So let's go ahead and see if she has any saltpeter. And if she does, we can get some bombs, because we are going to go get the buckthorn. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
We must.
I did not mean to do that. Sorry, lady. I meant to do the herbs for sale.
I'm sure I can find.
So I want to see if she has any saltpeter. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's 25. We'll just buy the one. And then she probably has this, but it's 40 a piece for calcium aquam or aquium or whatever. So you can make the salmon. It blinds opponents and destroys monster nests, so that's cool. And then grape shot. So we need 2 more saltpeter and 2 calcium aquam. And I want to save my money. I do want the silver damage and the fire damage. So what, that'd be 50. And then 80, so it'd be down 130. Yeah, we'll do it. It is what it is. I just want to be able to make the bombs. So we can get rid of the nests. Alright, so now I think best thing would be to go ahead and get the buckthorn, go that way. And then I think we just go north and we take care of these. Because then we can also get towards the... You need to go this way. We can get towards the... What am I trying to say here? Losing my mind. What is this? Just a nice little statue or something that someone made. Nice little... It almost looks like a shrine or something. But yeah, we can get those monster nests too. Finally. And maybe the monsters will have returned. But anyway, use our Witcher senses over here to look for some buckthorn. Oh, there's a quest over here first. Hang on. Let's go ahead and take out this quest too. Last time you lend anything, you swear it, huh? What's up, old woman?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at my window, peering at the goings-on. He must have heard me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees you listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Alright. Interesting, then what?
Interesting. What happened then?
Before dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow. Well, then he's lying there.
Alright, sure, I'll help you. Why not? Help her get her
Never
pan
taken
back.
on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Alright. So hut door won't open. Use your witcher senses by holding L2 to see if there's anything you can do. Some objects can be destroyed. Such objects are marked with the Ard icon. To destroy objects, open a path, face them, and cast the Ard sign. You can try hacking at them with your sword, but not everything can be destroyed in this manner. Another option to destroy is to toss a grape shot bomb at the object, but be careful not to get hurt by the explosion. So I wanted to see, actually. Let's not use our silver sword. Can we just hit this? Oh, we can. Okay, I've never done it. I've always just done Ard. I guess I never read that little tutorial there. I thought you had to use Ard because the sign came up, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll use it. But I guess you can just use your sword to go in sometimes. Alright, what do we have in here? Hunting trousers and some orens. Some rotting flesh. Gross. Velis runestone and some oil.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
So, phosphorus, a frying pan, spick and span. We got something laying on the ground here. What's this?
Cracked monocle.
Silver
Interesting.
monocle.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing.
Interesting. Alchemist powder. Alkahest. Loot this. Steel plates, cured leather, lesser Velez runestone, diagram for the disc glare, and torn out page for a water hag decoction. Hell yeah. Alright, what's up with this dude? So apparently one guy came in, then a second guy came in, and then only the first guy left. And the first guy was polite, so that's nice. Let's examine this guy.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
That's funny. That is a funny one. Alright, so what do we have here? Honeycomb, Tomira, rye, and water. I like that. I wish I could loot that chest down there, damn. Alright, what do we have down here?
Documents. Almost entirely burned. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
Burned papers quest upgrade or quest updated. I suppose we should be, tracking that. So we get burned papers. When you arrange to meet, you fucking show up. I did, risking my life. An entire blasted operation. I ended up standing there with my plowing cock in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organized than that, but you, illegible, tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone, tits up. This time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting. Okay. Well,
the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
alright, well now we can return it to the lady. We'll set the... We'll set up the candle for whoever comes in next for the ambiance. Well, for however long that candle would last. It wouldn't last very long, but still. Oh, there's some ambiance here too. There you go. Ignite. Oh, and some Gwent cards, bro. I want the Gwent cards. Let me pick those up. Alright, make sure we're not missing any loot in here. Ignite those candles too. Hey, why not? There we go. We're all full of candles now. Let's go ahead and we can talk to the old lady. Give her her pan back. Oh, we run into her basically. Actually, can I loot this too? I can. Dark iron ore. I'll take that too. Alright, let's talk to the lady.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot, and I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Ooh, what did she give me? A frying pan, spick and span. I'm gonna cook up some fish. Okay, we get 8 XP. Get some timber, some phosphorus. We get baked apples. Alright, I'll take some baked apples. Get some bread. I will take bread as well. And some apple juice. Let's go. We're getting some healing items, some food, so we can heal ourselves up. Perfect. Well, that's not what I want to do. I pushed the wrong button. I don't know why I keep pushing square to jump. I don't think I've played a game recently that square was jump, so I don't know why I keep thinking that's what it is. Is that a, like, treasure chest down there? And there's no, like, question mark for it? Okay. Get some buckthorn. Might as well get as much of this as possible, right? There's a ton down here, so... How much more is there? Get some air. They really want to make sure you can get your buckthorn, huh? Alright, get some buckthorn there. Get some buckthorn there. Oh, you can see I'm dumb. I'm doing my Witcher sense over here. Like, I need to do Witcher sense to see it. When I can literally, it's just like when you're above ground and you can just see it. So I do want to go back for that chest. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's right there, right? But let's get our breath up. Oh, and another chest over there. Okay. Well, we're gonna get these chests. The one problem I have with this game, if it's my biggest complaint, is there's like getting the chests underwater, especially like down in Skellige. When we get there, with the question of hunting gauntlets, diamond dust, nails, hunter boots, and an echidna decoction. Hell yeah, I will certainly take that. I want to get all the decoctions that we can. I don't use them as much as I like. That's why I wanted to do like an alchemy green build. But like, it just takes forever to get online, and like, I've not used it, and it's just, the magic is also just so good. I'm sure they're all good. Orans, leather scraps, cotton diagram for Temerian Ponard, and Doppler decoction. So, perfect. Alright, so now we would just need to talk to the hunter, and that's what we certainly will do. But let's first off go and read these finished quests before we forget about them. So we have the completed ones. So we have on death's bed we had. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. So there we go. And then frying pan, spick and span. Many think the life of Witcher consists of nothing but adventure after grand adventure, but an endless stream of contracts on Manicores, Bruxa, and other exotic beasts. In truth, Geralt would often take on more banal tasks one's lesser bards fear mentioning, for they lack the skill required to make a masterwork of the mundane. But by way of example, once in a White Orchard, he was hired to retrieve a woman's frying pan. A mysterious gentleman had borrowed the frying pan from a little lady and not returned it. While investigating the damned unneighborly act, Geralt discovered the delinquent borrower had other more serious sins on his conscience. Murder, for example. The half-burned notes Geralt found in this abandoned hut made it clear he was interested in the movements of Nilfgaardian forces and confidential military secrets. In other words, the man was a spy. Geralt found the frying pan and returned it to the old woman. She was overcome with joy and gratitude. Not only did she have her precious cooking utensil back, but someone had scrubbed it clean for her as well. So there we go, and then the main quest. This hasn't updated at all either, so cool. So I keep forgetting that you can just slide up, but we have a bunch of stuff in the inventory. So are any of these trousers better? Yeah, but they're all like very like dead. Like they're like they have very little durability left. But they're still better, so This one has 68, 66, and this one is worse, but it has 78. But so why does it only say +1? This is 5 armor. Oh, these ones are 4. Okay, so it's only +1. 68% will wear those. And then the gloves are +1 with some better resistances, so we'll wear those gloves too. Cool. And we have better steel weapons. We haven't found a silver weapon. And now we have our bombs. Clear those out. We have vitality regeneration, so the apple juice is definitely the best. But it's 60 seconds with 15 vitality regeneration. That's actually pretty good for the apple juice. Got a ton of blackthorn now. Or buckthorn, excuse me. And then we got this silver monocle item needed to complete a quest. I guess we'll see. Get some ore and some rotting flesh. Oh, that's crazy. And then we can clear out all these things. I don't think we need to have all of them up and at them. So let's go to the map. I think, well, like I said, we're gonna go and check out a few of these question marks. This one at the mill here could be rather dangerous, so that will be interesting. Let's go ahead and head there anyway, right? Danger is our middle name. Not really, I just made that up, and that's kind of a dumb thing to say. I've never understood where that became like a thing people say when they're trying to prove that they can do something, like, oh, so and so is my middle name. I was like, that was a really dumb thing for you to say. It sounds stupid, but you know, I digress. Anyway, so we got ourselves, it looks like a place of power over here. So that reminds me, we also did level up. So place mutagens in the appropriate slots to gain bonuses to your character's statistics. So select the mutagens chat tab so we can go over. Where are we? There we go. You get mutagens. The only one we have right now is the Wraith mutagen, so we're putting it in there because we get plus 50 vitality, so we get, you know, 50 health for it. Once activated, mutagens grant bonuses to your character's statistics. Both mutagens and abilities are marked with a color. Put a mutagen in the field with at least one ability of the same color to increase its bonus. And if an ability does not match the color of the mutagen in its field, it does not increase the mutagen's bonus. The increase gained from other abilities in the same field which do not match the mutagen remains. Oh, okay. So if you do multiple, obviously, the more abilities in a field that match the color of that field's mutagen, the greater the mutagen's bonus. Each matching ability increases the bonus by 100%. So mutagen could also be used to brew powerful potions called mutagen decoctions. So there we go. So if we take this out, so it says plus 50 vitality, which I assumed was health. Maybe you have to like go out first? That didn't do anything. Oh, that's experience. Okay, no, I'm just an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm looking at the top right where it says like the experience. That's experience, not health. So don't mind me. So if we go to player stats, we now have 3650 vitality instead of 3600. So there we go. So we'll go to character, and we are going to, we could level up a second ability, but we have our 1 point. We're gonna get another point too, so let's just do muscle memory for now and get it all the way up, and then we can put another point in once we get this thing over here. But since we're over here, I kind of think maybe we should actually leave this one. I'm just trying to kind of think, because I do believe this actually is a whole quest to it, and we could just do that. No, we could do it now. Anyway, sorry. So treasure hunts. So the scavenger hunt, Viper School stuff. So we need to find Colgrim's remains and find diagrams of the elements of the Viper School gear. So while traveling the downtrodden lands of Velen and the former Temerian border regions, Geralt found clues about the location of set of diagrams of crafting the legendary equipment once worn by the Viper School of Witchers. Motivated by curiosity and the prospect of acquiring these priceless objects, he decided to pursue this lead. So we searched the castle ruins and we read the report, and it talked about Colgrim did a trial by ordeal. And if you look, it is right in front of us. And his ordeal was to clear out like a... First off, let's go and let's put Quen on. Because I do think we might get attacked here.
Magic. A place of power.
Cool, get a place of power, get a bunch of... There we go.
Show me what you got.
You can see this Wraith is level 7. But we still do decent damage to it. So there we are, so we scared it away. We'll get this place of power. But if you remember the report we read, yeah, he was supposed to get a crypt, like take out a crypt. Not take out, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? He was supposed to like clear the crypt of a specter, and there's a specter for us. As we get all of this alchemy ingredients that are around us, because why not? It is important, guys, to make sure that you get your alchemy ingredients. But yeah, he was supposed to clear out a crypt, and then they never saw him again, so they assumed he died. So, there we go. But we also now just got another point. Let's go to character. And I think we might just stick red just because we have red stuff here already. It is good to get magic. So I do want to get delusion. Because then you can get puppet. Or no, delusion is just target does not move towards Geralt while he is casting Axii. Also increase the effectiveness of Axii in dialogue. So there's certain ones where you have to have Axii leveled up higher to get the dialogue options. Then you can also get melt armor. Damage dealt by Igni permanently weakens enemy armor. So that's kind of nice too. And when do we get our next point here? So level 4. And this one's not till level 6. So I think we will actually, because I like to do the Axii stuff when we can. I think we just go here. And or we could do the armor and then wait, this is just level 4. Yeah, no, we'll just do Axii for now. Even though we're not going to use it much, we still get the ability to do better in dialogue. So, and we use mostly fast attacks, so that's what really matters for now. So here you can see, so this one, oh.
Strange.
People's hands everywhere. That's crazy. Is this the same one? Yeah.
Strange.
So can this one be taken out with a sword? It can. Okay. Well, we already dealt with one Wraith. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have our Quen on, because guarded treasure. Exactly. Let's Yrden. Get the jump on it. Yeah, come on into our Yrden so you can be hit. And there we go. Is there any more? Guess not. So we have this guy, Gildorf sword and a blunt axe. Perfect. What do we have over here? Letter from Witcher Colgrim of the Viper School, and the diagram for the Serpentine Silver Sword. So that's definitely what we want. So you can read this. To Ivar, Evil Eye, Master Witcher of the Viper School, I have now found all the legendary diagrams once belonging to our order. Certain complications have arisen, however, on the way back to our keep. I stopped to rest the night in a village in the Tomirian borderlands. The blasted peasants decided to make me their scapegoat and accuse me of kidnapping some beekeeper's brat. They took me into the local lordling's castle for interrogation, during which they found and confiscated one of the diagrams, but do not fear, I will get it back. They did not find the others. I've invoked the Tomirian common law and demanded a trial by ordeal instead of submitting to the whims of this baronet. My request was granted. Tomorrow I am to cleanse the baronet's family crypt of wraiths. I expect this will prove a little trouble. Perhaps I will already have returned to our keep by the time we receive the letter. Light the furnaces. We'll do some. We will have some foraging to do. Colgrim. Well, unfortunately, dude, you didn't make it. Some Master Cavalry Gauntlets, but we completed that quest, so good for us. And get some mushrooms while we're down here. But also, there is a treasure chest, which is why we want to come down here. Nilfgaard Longsword and some hunting gauntlets. Get that. And I believe that's grayed out now. Every once in a while, it's really hard to tell if something is grayed out. Thought that maybe that was some more mushrooms. Anyway, it's really hard to tell if something's grayed out until you like actually look at the can ignite his torch that he's carrying. Okay. Cool. What are you giving us some more light, I guess? But it's like I said, it's kind of hard to tell until you like actually look at the map and you compare like this grayed out compared to this, and it is. So, all right, we have some question marks over here. I think that we can hit. real quick, I think like I said, this episode and the next episode, I'd like to clean out all of these question marks. So when we go down here, we can grab the Beast of White Orchard and ask the hunter where he found the bodies, and then kind of go around and clean these out. So yeah, so I think like next episode we can go here, and then this bridge will open up because we'll be on the other side. I think I talked about that before. Get these question marks, open this bridge to finally take out these monster nests, and kind of go from there. But we'll do these 2 question marks before we go.
Magic. A place of power.
Yep, we have already taken that out, Geralt. So, as we run into a tree, let's go more north up to this area and see what we have chilling over here. I am going to do one thing though, as I'm going to go ahead and save. You can see my old save as well, because I'm not in Death March. You can die a lot, and dying and then having to come and clean these out is not my favorite. So, oh, we got a place of power. Cool. Let's get some Quen. And let's get Igni going.
Damn, you're ugly.
Make sure we don't get hit from behind. As I said, I'd like for them to group up a little bit. There we go. See if we can get this guy. You can hear some wolves around here too. I don't like that. Let's get some space. Let's get water going. I think I got hit there. So what we do want to do actually is we want to put our new swallow potion on, and let's go ahead and put this down here. So now you can see, okay, now we've got swallow going on top of the water. You can see that it does a little bit extra healing, like it's going a bit faster, but you can also see the toxicity bar. That's the first time we've had that start going. Yeah, there we go. We are all good on that. So now we get our first, we get a place of power, so.
Place of power, it's gotta be.
Yeah, so you can also see, look at the top left again with the health, where now that the swallow is done going, you can see the toxicity going down a little bit slowly, and you can see how much slower the health is going up. So swallow just basically improves your healing amount. It's not a flat healing, it just improves the rate. So we can go there.
Cool nest. Ought to just destroy it.
And now that we have our bombs, you can see we have Samum and Grape Shot, so we have 2 of each. We can just go and we can just use this and destroy it. And just make sure you run away so you don't get fucked up by the explosion, and you get 20 XP, and then sometimes another monster will appear like out of it, and then you just have to fight it. But I don't think that's every time. So you get Ghoul's Blood, Algul Bone Marrow, and a Monster Claw. So there we go. So I like to sit around and wait, because I think when it does happen, it's not really a boss or anything like that, but it's kind of considered like a mini boss or like a special enemy, and you get some extra XP from killing the one that pops out. So that didn't happen in this case, so we're good. But all right, so that was our 2 for 1 little question mark. So I think I kind of want to just like get back to the road a little bit. Look at the map again. I don't know why I popped it off. Yeah, I think we just kind of go back by this guarded treasure a little bit, and then I think we kind of just go over this way, or just make it to the road over here. Watch us get jumped by some wolves. Oh, there we go. So maybe it is every time. Let's use some Quen. And let's try and see if a bomb does anything. There you go. See, it does a little damage. And there you go. 75 XP. So replenishing items, I was just going to talk about this. Oils, potions, and bombs are consumed upon use and can run out. To replenish your stocks of these items, enter the meditation panel If you have hard alcohol in your inventory, it will automatically be used to create a new batch of every alchemy item you have. So it is worth keeping the alcohol. But like I said, if that monster comes out, you get, like I said, 75 experience compared to some other times we've got XP. That is a crazy amount of XP that we just picked up. So again, it's only like a 1/10 of a level, but compared to other things that we've done, it is a lot. Damn. Somebody like screaming over here. I don't know what that was, but some type of animal. Pick up as much of these herbs on the way. I do run probably more than I should. I could get on Roach and go a little bit faster to these things, but there we go.
For treks that long.
When you've reached the world edge, none but devils play past your turn back. Oh, because it's trying to have me go this way. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. So we just need to go back here. Go back closer this way so we don't have that happen again. Is this a fast travel point right in front of us? Or is it just a signpost? I'm kind of interested now. Nope, just a signpost. All right, but anyways, this was like a good place to stop this episode. In the next episode, we will go ahead, like I kind of talked about, we will grab these question marks, open this bridge, finally take out these monster nests, and then kind of circle our way back around to get this beast of White Orchard and talk to the hunter, so we can ask the hunter where he found his bodies and kind of get more into the whole actual quest of, you know, helping out and trying to find the beast so we can get back to Yennefer. So kind of more back onto like the normal quest. Like I said, we can kind of just circle on it. It depends on what time it is when we finish these. Maybe we'll take out these question marks on the way and leave these like these two for the last ones in White Orchard, but take on these ones on the way. But we'll kind of just see where the video allows and, you know, what time we're at. But anyway, we'll start with these question marks, take out these ones, go across the bridge, get the monster nests, and kind of head from there back to this. It would make sense to just do these on the way, but it depends on, you know, how far we are into the video. These question marks shouldn't take too long to clear out, so we'll just kind of see where we're at. But anyways, that's what we'll do in the next episode. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.